it's not necessarily popular to glamorize unsexy habits that save you money, but I'm gonna try today. This is actually a trend going around in the frugal finance community. I believe Christina was the first one that I saw that did this video, but there's been a lot since. So I'm gonna leave her link down below because that is who inspired this video. Listen, saving money is not always gonna be sexy, but we've gotta find ways to get the job done if you want to improve your finances. So let's get into it. Number one, I use my favorites constantly. I think that in the world today, there's a lot of pressure to buy the updated this, or I need 5 of these, but I stick to my favorites, man. Like you guys know, right? What's Kate's favorite mug? This one. I use it over and over again. I fear I'm gonna break it someday and I will probably cry. I just repeat my favorite things. My favorite bag is that one that I shared with you that I got for Christmas, that black backpack. It fits everything. It fits my lunch. It fits my other like mini purse with like money stuff. It fits my outlines of my script. It fits my lip balm. It fits all the things and it's perfect and it's just cute. I like to repeat my favorites, use my favorites over and over again. People waste so much money getting the latest and greatest, and I just like to use my favorites on repeat. Number 2, during the week for work, I work every single weekday. Monday through Friday, I wear a uniform, but I don't wear the same thing every day. So maybe the better term would be I have like a clothing formula. And you know, this is what I'm doing right now. This could change, but currently, Monday, I look put together, either blazer, black pants, or like sweater, nice top, skirt, or pants, right? The next day, I wear something that is school related. Our boss got us these 3/4 zips and a vest with our school logo on it. So what I'll do is Monday and Wednesday, usually I'll wear like the nicer outfit. On Tuesday and Thursday, I'll wear the intended school item. And then on Friday, it's our school spirit day. So we wear our school colors. We wear like jeans. It's more like casual Friday. It's kind of very spirited and fun. And so I'll like let loose a little bit on Friday. But I do that every week. That's what's working for me right now. So I don't have to like think about it too much. And I don't have to spend a lot on clothing because that can kill your budget if you make a real hearty, hefty wardrobe, right? So I save a ton by just using this uniform / formula every week, and it just works for me. Number 3, I eat the leftovers. I know, revolutionary, right? But when you don't eat all the food that you purchased, you're just throwing money away. Somebody left in my comments not too long ago, they said, I never use the term leftovers. Around here, we just call that food. And I thought, you know, what a great comment to leave. What a great point. Why did leftovers get such a bad rep? It's the food you just ate. You know what I mean? It's the same food. Might just be reheated differently. I mean, sometimes I like to reheat something on the stove. It's like a little bit better that way, or like crisp up the veggies or something, like better than like a microwave heating. But it's the same food you purchased. You just haven't finished eating it yet. Try to think of it that way, right? Because if you don't eat your leftovers, you're just throwing money in the trash. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't know about you. Number 4, I check my balances daily and I track my expenses. I feel like this is like the least glamorous habit ever, but it takes me 5 or 10 minutes every morning while I'm drinking my coffee, get cozy at my computer, and while not sexy, when you're keeping an eye on your finances and you are on top of your budget, it is going to save you tons when you are aware. It's not about torturing yourself with the numbers every day. It's about being mindful, being aware, and that 5 to 10 minutes will save you so much money. If you do not track what you're spending, or better yet, you make a budget and then you don't track what you actually spent, you will never know if that budget is working. A lot of people say that to me. Budgets never work. Are you tracking? Are you tracking every single transaction? That's the key. I check daily. I track every single dollar, and it works out because I'm on top of it. Number 5, super unsexy habit. I wear everything completely out before I replace it. I was wearing these shoes the other day that I told you guys I need a new pair of sneakers, right? And I was talking to someone about it. I said, I really need to get new sneakers. And she looked down and she's like, those look brand new. And I looked down and I was like, you know, because I keep them clean, you know? But I said, you think? And I lifted my foot up. I go, look at the bottom. And she goes, oh, and she just started laughing because the tread is almost completely gone. I've literally run it into the ground. So the appearance is it looks cute and that's nice, but I am pretty certain I'm not getting any support in these sneakers anymore and I need to get a new one. But towels, shoes, pajamas, furniture, my coat, like everything, I wear it out. And then, you know, if socks start getting holes in them, yes, you could sew them up. I rarely do that, to be honest, because usually I've just like worn them down. You know, when it's like the material's all thin at the ball of your foot and your heel, sometimes it's time to move on. I'm, like I told you, I'm not extremely frugal. I'm like contemporary frugal. I'm doing what is like realistic and frugal in 2026 as I am filming this. So some of my favorite things are the things that I've worn for a really long time, but I wear them out and then I replace. We are halfway through the video. If you've got to this point, type in the comments, save it, because even if we're being unsexy, we're gonna have money in our wallet. So get excited. Moving on to number 6, I keep the house clean. Listen, it's not perfect, it's not Pinterest, but it's functional because this is what happens if I don't have a clean house. I lose things. I rebuy things because I can't find them. I avoid cooking because who wants to be in a messy kitchen? I procrastinate because I can't even think straight when things are messy or dirty. And I spend for convenience. Say I don't want to get in that kitchen, I want to order food. So it's all around a win-win to keep your house clean. And actually, I was texting with this guy and we were talking about what we're doing today. And I was like, oh, let me tell you, I'm doing the most sexy thing. I'm doing my laundry, I'm cleaning, blah, blah, blah. And he wrote back in big letters, no, cleanliness is sexiness. And I thought, oh, ooh. First of all, I think I like you. And second of all, it's so true, right? It's so true. Being clean is sexy. Don't underestimate it. Number 7. It's just, you know, it's just so unsexy, but I repeat meals constantly. Here's my formula for that right now. I've got like a clothing formula. I've got a food formula. This is what it looks like right now. Mondays, rotisserie chicken, something with chicken, because lately we've been getting groceries on Monday and I got that hot rotisserie chicken and I just can't put it in the fridge and then I just want to do it then, right? So I get rotisserie chicken and we do something with that rotisserie chicken. Then I also get a fish choice. Like this week we had salmon on sale, so I got salmon. We both love salmon, like Brussels sprouts. And then I will get a ground turkey. So the 3 proteins I'm gonna get are rotisserie chicken, which is almost always first, salmon or fish, which is almost always second, and then ground beef ground turkey gets the end. I don't know why it's my least favorite, but it's good, right? So 3 of the days is like the main meal, and then on the other day or 2, it's the leftovers of those 3. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my formula. It's just simple. A protein with a bunch of veggies. We love cucumbers and Brussels sprouts and carrots and broccoli and cauliflower, all the things. Number 8, super unsexy, but I do maintenance before things become emergencies. This applies to like getting your boiler cleaned. Woohoo! Is it getting hot in here? Sorry, I'm getting goofy. But, you know, getting that done so nothing goes wrong with your heat. Because if something goes wrong with your heat, oh goodness, right? Luckily, we're going into the warmer weather. But still, this applies to laundry, being on top of your laundry so you don't run out of clothes. Cleaning, so you don't have a disaster. Bills, oil changes, car registration, paperwork, right? This is not fun. Restocking essentials, doing it in advance and being prepared prevents chaos later and then you paying crazy prices because you are in a pinch, you are in an emergency mode. And the best remedy for that is to be prepared ahead of time. Because unfortunately, being disorganized is expensive. Number 9, I stay home. I think social media makes staying home appear to be like sad or boring. Heck no to either of those. It is not sad, it's sensational, and it's not boring. I've got all the things right here, you know what I mean? I make my coffee at home. I watch my shows at home. I've got my cleaning routine. I've got my candles lit. I've got my cozy evenings here. I've got my food that I love to cook. Simple, but delicious. I love reading my books. I love watching YouTube. Honestly, being home is my favorite place to be, and I'm just not spending so much here. I am enjoying my mortgage. It's a real privilege. Worked really hard to get there. Number 10, I keep boring financial goals visible. What's my big goal? You guys all know this, hopefully, or if you're new here and you don't know, my goal is to pay off my mortgage in half the time that was intended, right? So it was a 30-year mortgage. I am on track to pay it off at least in half of that in 15 years, but maybe even closer to 10 because I prioritize this boring goal that might not excite anybody else, and some people might not even agree with it. I have a low interest rate, but I don't want debt. I don't want to. And yeah, so when I get money in any way, you know, if I work harder, if YouTube makes more, if I get extra dance classes that I teach, if, whatever, for whatever reason, and I'm like, I am putting this toward my future, and I send it to the mortgage. Everyone's like, well, that's not very fun. And I'm thinking, that day comes, I'm going to be so excited because even though like the interest is low, that is still money that I am saving in the long run. And I just don't want debt, you guys. And the idea of not having a house payment, that's sexy. That is sexy to me. Maybe not to you, but for me, I'm into it. All right, guys, what is your favorite unsexy thing to do to save money? Because even though it's not very glamorous, it works, okay? Let us know in the comments, what are your favorite things to do in this category? If you want more frugal tips, frugal habits that I participate in, I'm gonna leave a video for you to watch right here next. If you have not subscribed yet, hey, come join me again. Hit subscribe, hit that like button so this video can get to the others that wanna talk about unsexy things that save them money. And thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.